Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel, where I'd like to take a moment just to tell you about a few things I'm very excited about. First of all, I have a new app on the App Store. It's called Joni Patry Daily Astrology. This app will calculate your individual birth chart, and from there it will give my predictions based on your chart each and every day of the year. I think you're going to love it, so check it out. Joni Patry Daily Astrology. The next thing that I'm thrilled about is my conference is coming up October 25th through the 27th here in Dallas, Texas. Check it out. The lineup of speakers and information that's going to be delivered there is phenomenal. And I will be giving my 2020 predictions at this conference. Last but not least, remember when you sign up for my free newsletter on my website, galacticcenter.org, you will get transcriptions of the monthly forecast, dates, times, and all the information that's presented in the monthly videos. So with that, let's move on to our video. Thank you. Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction, which is coming upon us very soon. This is such an amazing conjunction because consider this. The planets Jupiter and Saturn we call the social planets. And these social planets have a major effect on how people are feeling globally in the world. And of course, they have a major effect on the economy. So we're going to take this into deep analysis to better understand what this conjunction can bring. Now, Jupiter and Saturn conjoin every 20 years, but the last time that they came together in the sign of Capricorn was in the year of 1962. But what I find is when you pull together Jupiter and Saturn, with Rahu and Ketu, you always have major events that affect mainly the economy, because what really affects people's lives all together at once is the economy. Okay? We can have individual things happen in our lives with relationships, with family, but everybody's affected by the economy in the world, and that is basically what Jupiter and Saturn do for us. Saturn is going to deal with government. Saturn is going to deal with discipline, control, and Jupiter deals with wealth and money and expansion. You put them together. In Vedic astrology, we actually say this is a point of manifestation. And let me remind everyone, these planetary positions I'm talking about are the sidereal Vedic positions, not the Western tropical. So everything falls back almost a full sign. Now, what I'm talking about with this Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, their signs are very, very important. And therefore, being strong or weak in particular signs is something that we have to consider in terms of their results. Now, astrology, many times, hindsight is 20/20, and we can go back to the times that these planets were in these signs before to get a feel of what they could bring again. But remember, even though we can look at the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, what's happening with them, always remember all the other planets and where they are will make a difference as well, such as the fact that Saturn is almost exactly conjunct Pluto by the end of this year. And they will be exact in January, around January 12th. That's a huge, big undertaking. I mean, something's going to happen with the government. Something's going to happen with the economy. There is a huge breakdown of the government. Saturn rules government. Pluto rules breakdowns. Major events that are explosive. So you're going to see major events concerning not only the United States, but governments around the world. So I want to start giving you some dates and times when this Saturn-Jupiter conjunction will be pending, coming together. And we can talk a little bit about what they brought in the past to get a better understanding here. So Jupiter will enter into the sign of Sagittarius, where Saturn has been for quite some time. Remember, Saturn stays in a sign for 2.5 years. Jupiter stays in a sign for about a year. So Saturn has been in Sagittarius, but Saturn will leave the sign of Sagittarius January 24th of 2020. Jupiter will enter into the sign of Sagittarius November 4th of 2019. So basically, they will be in the same sign together, the sign of Sagittarius, when Jupiter enters into Sagittarius November 4th, but then Saturn leaves Sagittarius and goes into Capricorn January 24th. So basically, let's just say from November 4th to January 24th, we've got Jupiter and Saturn in the same sign. Now, they're a wide orb apart from each other, but still, this manifestation of things to come will be seen in this window of time. But Jupiter is really strong in the sign of Sagittarius. But let me tell you something. The last time Jupiter was in Sagittarius was 2008 and 2009. That wasn't a good time for the economy. But Jupiter's strong there. But this go round, we have Saturn there. And Saturn isn't as strong in Sagittarius, but together Jupiter and Saturn and Sagittarius are going to deal with extremes, righteous behaviors, fundamentalism, because that's what Sagittarius is about. It's about spirituality and religion. So all these things are going to rise and have an effect on the global predicament. But by January 24th, Saturn's going to enter into Capricorn. Now that's a big change. Saturn loves to be in Capricorn. It's its sign of rulership. And actually in the year of 1962, when both Jupiter and Saturn were together in the sign of Capricorn, the economy was actually doing really well. It was on a big run, even though we had the catastrophic event a year later of the assassination of Kennedy. But this is the catastrophic events dealing with government that's coming up. Now Jupiter, Saturn and Jupiter, now from around 1960 to 1962, this was the last time Jupiter and Saturn were going back and forth together in the sign of Sagittarius and Capricorn. But K2 was in the vicinity there too and came together, but K2, it's a little bit different this time, because by the time Jupiter and Saturn come together in Capricorn, K2 will have transited into Scorpio. So K2 is not going to be involved in this conjunction when Jupiter and Saturn exactly conjunct in the sign of Capricorn. And the very first time that Jupiter and Saturn will come together, exactly conjunct, well, Jupiter will enter Capricorn for a 3-month period in the year of 2020. Jupiter will enter Capricorn around March 30th of 2020 and remain there till June 30th of 2020. So basically, it's going to be around April, May, and June that we have Jupiter and Saturn together in Capricorn. You're going to see some changes in the economy at this point in time. Because first of all, Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn. Jupiter does not fare well in Capricorn. Now Saturn picks up a lot of strength in Capricorn, and together they are a point of manifestation. Okay? And what does that mean, manifestation? Manifesting something good about what this is all about. And I actually think that there's going to be some good that comes out of this for the economy. Things need to be cleared out, things need to be changed, and they will. So, Jupiter and Saturn will conjunct. Let's see here. It's in the exact conjunction will be in early Capricorn during that period that Jupiter is in Capricorn. It's going to be around 3 degrees of Capricorn that Jupiter and Saturn conjunct in that window between March 30th and June 30th. And that's powerful. So you're going to see some major things happening then. So Jupiter will finally go into Capricorn and remain there around November 20th. Around that time in 2020. So remember, it breaks off for that 3-month span, but Jupiter will retrograde back into Sagittarius and remain there till the end of November of 2020. And then Jupiter is going to go into Capricorn where it will remain, and it will conjunct Saturn again. So the time of the conjunction, let's see, Jupiter goes into Capricorn and remains there November 20th of 2020. And then again in 2021, Jupiter is going to be moving extremely fast through Capricorn and go into Aquarius in and out in the year of 2021. So Jupiter will actually transit in and out of Capricorn till November 20th of 2021. So when Jupiter leaves Capricorn November 20th of 2021, it's going to go into Aquarius, and there's going to be a total difference there. But this whole pivotal time when Jupiter and Saturn are in Capricorn are important. Yes, are important. And here's what I think it can bring. It's going to bring a breakdown within the government. Something huge is going to happen. And that's going to change the economy. Another thing that I see happening is the banks. Saturn pretty much rules banks and government. And that's all going to change. So the stock market, I believe, is going to really shift. And the economy is truly going to shift by the time that Jupiter goes into Capricorn to remain there. And when that happens, that will be around November 20th of 2020. And then while it's in Capricorn, everything in the government is changing and being uprooted. And everything such as banks, how they operate, how they work, I believe there's going to be more into cryptocurrency. Now, it may not be the cryptocurrency like we are experimenting with right now, because banks, governments, everything is going to start going in this direction. And yes, a lot of people are going to want to take their money out of the stock market. Where are they going to put it? You know what I think? They're going to put it into different real estate, gold, and cryptocurrency. These are the alternatives, and other alternatives as well. But the stock market, it's not going to stay down for that long. But it is going to shift and things are going to change. Many things are teetering and changing right now. And this is all coming. We see it coming. And it's all about the cycle of Jupiter and Saturn. And as they come together in Sagittarius and as they come together in Capricorn, you're going to see governments and the economy change exponentially. it's going to be a different world. There's a clearing, there's a changing, and it's all necessary. And I think, yes, the stock market, it will shift. But there's so many billionaire millionaires out there in the world. When it's down, that's when the people who have the money can invest. So the rich get richer, essentially, because they're the ones that have the money and are able to buy the stocks at such a low price. And guess what? Brings the stock market back up. Then we're on another roller coaster. So things are going to be very volatile in the next few years. And I believe the volatility is truly going to be based on the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So watch as these two planets of the social feelings around the world and the economy collide together, and what it all means, because it's going to affect every single one of us on planet Earth. So with that, I'd like to close. If you'd like more information on me, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Or if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, I have an online university. Go to my university website, which is University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.